Hi, my name is Noyola Torres, and this is the Project Progress 2, Practice 5. This practice is about the axis limits. Okay, in this practice, we will review the types of axis limits which serve to delimit the angle by which the robot will move throughout its axis. This is in order to avoid some kind of accidents or collisions. Mm, to do this practice, we must know before some concepts that these are the the work the access limits set it by software are this the access limit by software. Mm, the software access limit setting are upper and lower motion degree limitations. Mm, The limits can be set for all robot axes and can stop the robot motion. If the robot is if the robot is not calibrated, the axis limit switches are used to for over travel or mechanical stops 2 or 3 degrees beyond the software limits. In the case of the axis limit switches, these are optional. Mm, Sharp limit switches are over travel switches. When activated, they cut the power to the servo motors, and these are 2 to 3 degrees beyond the software limits. And for the last are the axis limits by mechanical stops, and this is the axis limits by uh, are are physical barriers that are 2 or 3 degrees also beyond the access limit by limit switch or software on the three main axes. Mm, in this practice, we learn how to delimit this axis. Okay, in this case, mm, we need to press the menu key, next, and system, and finally the access limit. Okay, in this screen, this is the access limits that we actually have in for the robot. This is the original access limit. Uh, in this case, there are the 6 principal access limits for each joint, and this is the first joint. The first limit axis is the most important when okay in this case, but because in the work area we have the this orange orange line, and this is the limit that we want to delimit the movement of the robot. In this case, this is the original values, but for example, to delimit the movement of the robot from this line, we must uh, only click here and set the for example minus 100 and 100 degrees from the positive and negative direction. Uh, with these values, the limit of the robot uh, will set in this area. And to 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 the change are okay. If you don't uh, turn off the teach pendant, the changes are not to be uh, correctly applied. And For this, you must click on, for example, in course start, it's a, a form. Okay, the teach patent is restarting, and we must only wait a moment. Okay, yes, the teach patent is restarting. Okay, in this case, we can see that the changes are okay. Okay, and we are going to see the changes. Okay, pressing the shift key and moving the robot in the joint system. Okay, okay, the robot is moving, and okay, here is the top of this axis limit, and in the another direction. Okay, this is the another limit, and this is all. This is all for this practice.